All right. I want to talk about this fish because it really makes me think about how, a little bit like that whole Adam's rib thing, about how DNA, like I've been thinking DNA is connected to your geographic location. It obviously informs the way we appear. You know, if you're from a certain region, the weather conditions there will effectively change the appearance generation after generation because they adapt to the weather. Adaptations. What is an adaptation versus a mutation, I guess you could say, because, you know, is a mutation just a forced adaptation or an aggressive adaptation? So this fish made me think of that because you know how like they follow certain currents? Well, this one, like when they're large, they look like this, where notice how the mouth goes to the side, you know, but the eyes are on top. And it makes you kind of think, because this fish it looks like it's supposed to float side to side, but no, it's a flat swimmer. It swims just like that. It's a flat fish, and it floats, you know, like on its belly, like sharks do. It's an arrow-tooth flounder, if my memory serves correct. Thank you to the person who told me that. It's a really interesting fish, though. I mean, they're very, I'm not going to say they're, I mean, they're weird, right? But they make me think about that because it's like this fish was designed to be originally a side swimmer where it had an eye on the left side and an eye on the right side. And that would mean that, you know, yeah, it would be an up and down. So it'd be like, you know, it should be swimming like this. You see, was my thought. It should go like that. But no, it's actually, if you flip it around, it doesn't have an eye on the other side. Okay? And it's a flat swimmer, so it swims, you know, just like you see. It floats like this. But its eyes are like all googly like that. But its mouth, see, is like a side swimmer. So to me, this feels like, you know how there's like magnetic north versus true north. This is a side swimmer that wound up being, when it swims like this, it doesn't swim like this. It swims like this, like poles. That's what this makes me think of. Like, it was supposed to swim like this, but that shift that we experienced at some point, there must have been a shift where this fish that used to be swimming this way had to adapt to the different currents. And so its adaptation over time became that it began to flip. That's a theory, okay? I'm thinking. And then it became a swimmer like this because it follows currents. Otherwise, it'd be going against currents, right? And that'd be like effing with its ability to travel. Like, you know, salmon have cycles that go with certain currents. I think that's what happened with this fish. It just makes me think a lot about that. So I just wanted to share that with folks. I think this has something to do with like adaptation, region, and like currents relative to north.